Tom and I are being joined by the fabulous Father Neil. A very good morning to you, Father Neil.
Good morning, Gina. You're looking very bright and well made up with your hair coiffed and your teeth brushed this morning.
Well, thank you very much. Don't tell them all my secrets, Tom.
No, of course not.
I'm always looking wonderful and polished here.
It's the beauty of radio.
That's it.
And then we go and put it up on social media, don't we? So here we are. It's Grati-Tuesday, Father Neil, and of course we've started doing this now with yourself and Reverend Sophie of Sunday mornings alive and kicking. Do you want to give us just an overview of whatever you remember from Sunday just gone and what we can expect? Have you planned that far ahead yet?
Well, this Sunday, last Sunday we were talking all about almsgiving as part of Lent, so sort of like giving money, but not just giving money to charities, but actually sort of like giving of your time, maybe doubling up when you go to the supermarket and you buy your favorite 6-pack of crisps, buying an identical pack and dropping that in Patch box or the Trussell Trust box, that sort of thing, but also giving a little bit of time to people, that sort of thing. But of course this Sunday is Mothering Sunday. So that's a fairly easy one for us because we're going to be broadcasting the joys of mothers and all that they do for us. Although, of course, we have to acknowledge that there are some people who are going to find this Sunday a little bit challenging because maybe they've lost their mum or they don't have the best relationship with their mum, that sort of thing. So we're going to be treading our way carefully through the Mothering Sunday celebration this Sunday.
Oh, fantastic. And what time is 8 till 9, isn't it? Alive and kicking?
8 till 9, alive and kicking on a Sunday morning. A little bit of chat, a little bit of jokes, a little bit of reflection, and some fantastic music. And the only reason it's fantastic music is because Reverend Sophie picks it and I don't. Otherwise, you just listen to Tom Petty and Fleetwood Mac. That's all you'd be listening to.
I mean, that's not bad, though, is it?
No, to be fair.
And we've got you here on a Tuesday morning because it's Grati-Tuesday and it's our time to reflect and to maybe think of people that Gina gave brilliant examples earlier, someone that might have helped you up on the street if you've taken a tumble, and just those nice, like sending a message out to the blue and things like that. And Helen Marie got in touch earlier. Florida, I'm grateful to Tom and Gina for getting me up every morning and for keeping me company on my journey to work. Deal. And it's those little things in our voice. We don't know just how far our voices carry, whether it's on the radio or with our friends and neighbours. And what are your Grati-Tuesday reflections here this morning?
I don't want to blow smoke up your respective posteriors, and I know this is my first time in the studio by myself, but just like your earlier caller, I want to say thank you and give lots of gratitude to Tom and Gina this morning, to Gina and Tom, and to everybody here at Pure West Radio and the whole Pure West community. Reverend Sophie and I have been part of that community now for a little over a year, and that's what it is. It's a community. And as I prepare to broadcast on a Sunday morning, or I prepare to come into the studio and see you guys, it really strikes me that the world that we live in today is one which is quite fractured. People live in their own houses and they go to work and then they come home and they have their own little social groups, and we don't necessarily feel connected to the community where we are. And that can lead to isolation, and that can lead to people feeling lonely. The fantastic thing about Pure West Radio is that you're not just broadcasting. It's not just for consumption. It's not just for a little bit of fun to drive up the advertising. I can tell that you guys genuinely care about the community that you serve. And what you try to do is get the community involved. And I know that there are going to be guys listening this morning who are sitting there. They may not have seen anybody for the last 48 hours. They're having their cereal or their toast, or, you know, as in Gina's case this morning, having their, pan-fried boiled egg with a side of dill and a little bit of béarnaise sauce served on a butler. On a butler? Why not? By a butler, and with a tablecloth over his arm and that sort of thing.
Oh, but you know me so well.
I know. They're listening to you this morning and they're thinking, and they're, this is really nice. It's making a connection. It's making me feel like I'm part of something bigger. And that's what I think we've got to strive to do and be grateful for. We've got to recognize people like Pure West Radio, people like our community organizations and our clubs and our initiatives that try to go out there and get people involved. So if you've got an organization that you're involved with, Maybe you go to the same coffee shop every day, or maybe you are part of a sports club or something. Take the opportunity today or any Grati-Tuesday when you go in just to say thank you. I'm really grateful for everything that you do, and I'm really grateful that I'm able to be part of it, because I know I am here in Pure West Radio this morning.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
But that works both ways, doesn't it, Tom? You know, we
Mhm.
turn up every morning to the studio, we do our G&T breakfast show, and we always say, isn't it so lovely when we get those messages in? It's not just us giving information out, it's not just us sort of, but we have that back. And we are so grateful for everybody that listens in and contributes to the show every day, every morning, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah.
It brings that smile, and the smile is infectious. The smile goes from Tom to myself to everybody, and you can just feel that as you're listening to the show as well. So love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. That power of community and that connection that you have with one another, regardless of your circumstances. If there are people that you cross, but dog walkers is another one as well. They cross the same people on the same part of the path every time. Just say hello, isn't it? And just strike up and try and expand those connections.
Really easy if you've got a dog. I've got a couple of dogs, and if I take them up for a walk around the race course or something like that, normally you walk past somebody coming in the opposite direction and you smile. But if they've got a dog and you've got a dog, there's always the opportunity to stop, sniff butts, and say hello. And the dogs apparently get on well as well.
He's only just got it. He's a little slow.
I was slow on the uptake with that one. Father Neil, thank you so much for sharing that, and it's a pleasure having you as part of the Pure West Radio community every Sunday, over a year of Alive and Kicking on a Sunday morning with you and Reverend Sophie. So thank you so much for being part of this and for sharing the experiences, and looking forward to having you back in for a Grati-Tuesday.
Many more to come.
Yes. Gina, we've got some traffic and travel on the way, and we've got Unscramble for another 15 minutes. In fact, we've just had what's this now? We've just had a comment come in. So before we go, they've posted it, so I'm going to put it on the screen here as well. It's quite a long comment, but I think it encapsulates what Father Neil's has been talking about. There's a lot of praise, but I totally agree that they should be appreciated. They basically radiate enthusiasm and fun. You can feel lonely when in a crowd, but these two bring a smile to anyone's face despite the situation anyone is in. We need more of this wonderful boost, that's for sure. So I'm grateful to these two for sure. Oh, Maria,
Thank you so much. I'm crying.
The campaign starts now.
Yeah.
G&T for MBE. G&T for MBE.
You heard it here first. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maria. Greg's been getting in touch as well. Thank you. And enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. And Mothering Sunday, Alive and Kicking special for all of those, regardless of circumstances as well. We're going to take a moment. Traffic and travel is on the way.
Dyma sŵn dy fet di. A sŵn